is Mickell Rose, and I am 31. I own my own coaching business. I work with female entrepreneur coaches, and I mainly work with other leaders and other visionaries who want to make a difference in the world and level up. And this is my testimonial experience with Katerina Satori. So when I decided to hire Katerina, I had been years into my coaching business, and I'd had a coaching program that was a signature program that was thriving. I had already scaled my business to 6 figures. I had been there for a couple years in that space, and I was unfulfilled. I was drained. I was working 60 hours a week. And at the time that I finally reached out to her and broke down and reached out, like, I need help with this coaching thing. I was working with 25 clients at a time, and I had capped myself out at around $10,000 to $12,000 a month. And I had capped myself out on time. I was really operating from a masculine space, just getting stuff done, showing up for my clients, and I had no space for creativity. And what drew me to Katerina was she had this energy, right? She has this energy, this spaciousness, this feeling, this frequency that I desired to learn how to emulate it and to actually put it out into the world myself. And I remember when I first reached out to her, I thought I was just going to do an immersion day. I was like, I need help restructuring my business because whatever I'm doing isn't working anymore. And it was so beautiful. She just intuitively knew what I needed. And she offered to me a 6-month coaching program. That was after we hopped on a discovery call. And on our discovery call, I just knew she had the solutions to my problems. And she did business so differently than I did. And she was thriving and prosperous, but not just in her business, but in her life and in her energy and in her vitality. And I desired that. I didn't have life. I didn't have energy. I didn't have vitality when I came to her. I was exhausted. I had reached a point of exhaustion. And I would say when I signed up to work with her, I had no idea the magic that was going to happen. You can only dream of the experience you're going to have when you come into a container with Katerina, because it is an experience. Katerina will take you on the most incredible, soulful journey through this unique evolution, right? I was like, here's my business problems. But she was able to come in and help me with my frequency, my mindset, my shadows, my trauma work, any blocks that I had. And it was she took me from 3D consciousness to 5D consciousness in our work. And it was so incredible because I didn't even know I needed that. I knew I needed change. And she just has this way of attuning you, right? Her work is frequency work, and she changes your frequency. She changes the way you show up in the world. She changes the way that you see the world, right? And all of her offerings, all of her programs that you get access to when you work with her in a premium container, in a one-on-one container, they're mind-blowing. They're out of this world. I used every single virtual asset of hers, every single virtual coaching program of hers. I dove into it, and I was able to absorb the wisdom inside of those to transform my life and my business and my mindset and my frequency. And I was able to transfer that into the work with my own clients and move from this space of just being a coach and moving into this space of leadership. That's really what Katerina helps you do, is you move from this space of doing to being, from coaching to leading. And that journey in itself, she holds this sacred, beautiful, safe container for you to make this evolutionary journey. And it is an experience. Like, working with Katerina is an experience. It's not a coaching program. Like, you being able to meet her and be in her frequency, being able to do an immersion experience, all of her other opportunity assignments. She always knows exactly what your soul needs, and she sends you on these opportunity assignments to explore your own soul. It's priceless. Her work is priceless. And it did more than just change my business. She changed my life. And she changed my love for life. And she brought back presence and happiness and joy. And not only in the work that I get to do with people, but the work that I get to do with myself. And like, I now have such a spacious life. Like, I'm in tears. These are tears of gratitude, because I didn't know my life could be so rich and spacious. And she gifted me those codes. And I was able to activate those conscious codes, right? Because of our work together. And I went from working 60 hours a week, right? 25 clients, capped out on, how much money I could make because of how much I was putting out. And I shifted that to working 4 days a month, 4 days a month, and almost doubling my income throughout from when I started to now. And this scalability, like, I'm watching my business scale even more since we started working together, because I have the time freedom to create again. And the potency of my work has just elevated, right? And risen. And the caliber of clients I'm calling in because of the frequency work I was able to do has changed. And my creative like little bug that gets inside of me just comes on all the time. Like, I'm just this creative generator all the time, because I have this freedom, this abundance, this richness in my life, this gratitude in my life. And it's because of the work that we did together. She is a mystic, an earth angel, a true medium. She delivers messages divinely to you. It's like she knows how to speak to your soul, and she knows how to hold a container so that you can walk this path, right? And because of her strong leadership, and she shows you how to lead, right? She shows you how to move from being just a coach into a leader by the way that she shows up, and by the way she is devoted to her work and her clients and her creations. And you're literally able to borrow that energy, right? You're able to borrow that energy until you cultivate something similar that's your own unique leadership. And it just allows you to feel more free and more aligned with yourself than you've ever been. So if you're thinking about working with Katerina, do it. Find a way. Be resourceful. I'm telling you, it will be the most life-changing experience, not a program, experience that you've ever chosen to embark on. Her wisdom is out of this world. It's angelic. It's divine. It's channeled. And if you really want to make an evolutionary leap in life, in business, in your leadership, she can illuminate the path.